Long time no see, friends. It is I, Vegeta, Prince of all Saiyans. How are you today?
What's going on, people? Old Joseph Joestar here. Good to be back.
Komaeda Nagito, ultimate lucky student. Sonic the Hedgehog, fastest thing alive.
And me, Gilbert. Welcome to the show.
Now, we're going to continue where we left off last time. Gilbert is joining us for the first time on this particular show. Let's see how it goes. It's an ordinary day like any other. Alright, that's fine, yes. Blah, 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 blah. So, I don't think much has changed since our last adventure.
No, I don't think particularly much has. Well, except for, the time, things went all wonky and crazy and people, I think, died.
Yes, right, that definitely happened.
Well, I, for one, hope that no further classmates are killed for no good reason. I don't know what this game is about. It's my first time on the show, but I'm getting the impression it's not at all like it appears.
You could say that again. God, this show's all over the place.
Clubs.
So, like last time, there was a girl hanging from the ceiling. It was pretty bad. Don't recommend it to anybody. But hey, what can you do? Stuff happens. You just kind of gotta roll with the punches, It's as simple as that.
Right.
Vegeta?
Monica?
Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right?
Oh, yeah, it has.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
What did you come in here for anyway?
Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers?
I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right?
About that. I actually quit the debate club.
Really? You quit?
Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it.
In that case, what club did you decide to join?
Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club.
Literature?
That sounds kind of dull.
How many members do you have so far?
It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring.
Well, I can see that.
But it's really not boring at all, Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right?
Did Monica say she? Huh.
Hey, Vegeta! By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join?
I mean, I guess so, but...
In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please?
Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica?
Sure, I guess I could check it out.
Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, Vegeta. You know that?
It's nothing really.
Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important.
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile.
I'm pretty sure the game went a little differently last time. Didn't we have a friend who brought us there? I'm back! And I brought a guest with me!
Yeah, what just happened there? That's the kind of thing that you're talking about, Joseph. I don't like it.
Huh? What just happened?
I don't know. Let's roll with it. Huh? A guest?
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Vegeta.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not.
Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki.
Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you.
So I ran into Vegeta in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him.
In that case, I should at least make some tea, right?
Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Vegeta?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica.
So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle.
You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Oh, I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you.
That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, oh, sorry, Komaeda, totally your line. It's fine. So, Vegeta, what kinds of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
Manga?
I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile.
Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading.
Hey, you want to let me read the narration bits? You already have a whole character to yourself.
Sorry. Fine, do what you want. Or should I say Sayori?
That wasn't cool, man. Anyway, she seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I'd never do it again.
I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Guys, please, stop taking my lines! Sorry, Sonic. It just seems like you're being too slow.
Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Huh? Well, I guess sometimes. What do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea, but...
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Vegeta?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time.
I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and,
I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. That's no good. How are they gonna ever deal with the loss if you say no, Vegeta?
You gotta say yes. There's no other option. I'm pretty sure that there literally is no other option.
all right. Let's do it.
But
I'm sorry. I thought...
Huh?
The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Vegeta. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival...
You know, maybe you'd have more members if you didn't convince one of them to hang themselves.
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls...
Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Hook, line, and sinker. What a sucker. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Vegeta?
Yeah. Could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if really you just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Vegeta, I'm so happy. We could become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? If you know what I'm saying.
Thanks, I guess. And no thank you, Gilbert. Please, no thank you.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Vegeta, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah.
Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Who invited him?
Never mind that. Anyway, meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set.
I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home.
The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Wow. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Alright, so we're writing a poem. Oh, a special poem. Let's read it. Who wrote this poem?
I don't really know. But I tell you what. How about I read it since I don't have anybody to read for anymore?
Sounds fair to me.
Go on, go ahead.
I'm down. All right. A dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side. Or to a wall. Anything. Of course they were quick. I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. Oh no! I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Oh man, aquatic ruin zone. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. I started hearing that dun 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 dun. You know the thing, I gotta find a bubble.
Wow, beautifully written, Sonic. Beautifully written.
So, why are they down there bopping on the left and right? I don't really know what's going on anymore. Okay, time to see how well I can write a poem. I nibble gently on your neck. I lust deeply for what you have until we reach climax. My heart beating ever faster. Our love deeply rooted, unrestrained. I unleash myself. It is a complete, awesome experience as I flee from the embrace of the blankets. Suddenly, filled with a bouncy joy, a whirlwind of experience overcomes me. Feeling my power is infinite, I wrap myself once again in the blanket. Contained, full of happiness, I celebrate with a party. But alas, it is a disaster. The whole thing, a mere fantasy. The electricity between us, merely in my mind. We were never really together. No, the sensation. It goes poof. Yes, I am broken, for I was never with anyone at any point in time.
That was quite the freeform poetry there, Gilbert.
I gotta say, I'm kind of impressed. You should do stand-up. I don't think you should entertain that compliment.
I won't. He just doesn't get it. Anyway, back to the story. Hi again, Vegeta. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Now, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word.
Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. And man, what a journey that was. I had to walk to and from home. You know, I really don't think this Literature Club's a great idea.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with it. We're stuck.
I was the last to come in, so everybody else is already hanging out.
Huh! Huh! What the hell was that? Oh, that was scary.
I think I saw it too.
That was way too fast even for me. Thanks for keeping your promise, Vegeta. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Ah! What's going on? It happened again?
Look, it's probably an enemy stand user. Don't worry.
That sounds like a reason to worry.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica.
Alright guys, it's gonna happen again, I just know it. Just brace yourselves.
I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Ah! Aha! There it is! Right in front of this text box. How rude. Also, what's with the proportions? This is all wacky. Who's even speaking? I think it's supposed to be my line, but I'll skip it.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature. Darn right it is. I collect comic books and I'm proud of it.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Vegeta. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
But no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, then I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Well, that's practically as lewd as hand-holding. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
I enthusiastically take the book. Ew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk about Yuri a little more, but at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. What kind of nerd has 2 copies of the same book?
I'll have you know they have different print variants for different books, you fool.
Don't take it personally, Joseph. He's a hedgehog. I don't think he even can read. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a speed reader. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book.
Sorry. I was just spacing out.
I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh? It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just reading a bit of this, so...
That's the book you gave me, right?
Guys, is anybody else seeing this?
Is it still moving? Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't know what the hell this game is, but it's clearly not well made. Who makes a game where the characters clip in and out of existence? Garbage.
You don't understand, Gilbert. That's on purpose.
Oh, next you'll say, I was only pretending to be retarded.
That's not cool, man.
Whatever.
I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stepped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
Ah, I see.
There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go.
I'll definitely start reading it soon.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
Is that so? What's the story about anyway?
Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Point says it's the eye running away for her stupid face.
Gilbert, please. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines, that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
This girl's a freak, and I like it.
That's kind of...
It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
Ah.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Vegeta?
No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil.
Oh, here we go. Now they've put a stroke on the text. I think I'm gonna have one at this rate.
I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts.
What's going on?
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all.
That's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Ah! Tired of these jump scares?
Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying? Let me just get the book.
I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag.
Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right?
I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. What's the matter? Never read alongside a Prince of All Saiyans?
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to.
I don't think most people are used to this kind of shit, sweetheart.
That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing. Oh, God.
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Yeah, this should work, right?
I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Now that's erotic.
It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open.
Ah, I guess that kind of makes it difficult to turn the page.
Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger.
Ah,
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to the side. You know, you've been reading all my lines for quite some time there, Komaeda. Sorry, I was really into it. But in holding it in like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's in the corner of my vision.
are you ready? Oh crap, sorry.
Are you ready
Huh?
to turn the page?
Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second.
I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to keep up with her. Ha! As if I'm the fastest man here. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks.
We continue reading. Whoa, cool! Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb.
Would you two quit it and just get it on already?
Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came to my mind.
Yuri, are you feeling alright?
Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading.
You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing. Yuri puts her hand on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself.
Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom.
What on earth was that about?
Vegeta! Did something happen just now?
Yeah? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes. So it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up.
I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yep. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style would make your messages any less valid. Yes, exactly.
You know, I'm pretty sure we've been through this in a previous reading. Yeah, we're just gonna go through this kind of quick.
No, I'm not complaining. We've been through this poem. Alright, here we go. Hi, Vegeta. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities, or things we can do better, well, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Vegeta. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of area that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Aha! Great job, Vegeta. Really bang-up job. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest. Oh, sorry.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know, Yuri likes that kind of writing, right?
Blah, blah, blah. We're skipping through it.
Hey, come on, this is my time to talk. What are you doing?
I'm back. Did I miss anything?
Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other.
Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late.
No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time.
So, yeah. Let's go ahead and breeze through this one. Go ahead, Gilbert. Read it.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way.
I see. Let's read it then.
Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right here. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So what do you think?
That was quite a reading there, Gilbert.
Thank you. I'll have you know I've done this once or twice before.
Yeah, it really shows, dude. Well, anyway, so, what do you think of this game so far?
Well, hold on, tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Force yourself to get something down on paper. Tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. You're keeping your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Now that's a great lesson.
So anyway, yeah, what do you think of the game?
Well, you know, I'll be honest with you, there's not much game to go through. It's just a lot of talking.
Well, that's kind of the nature of visual novels, isn't it?
I guess so.
Exceptional.
What was that?
Did I say that out loud?
Blah, blah, blah.
He's going to hate me. Dude, don't feel so bad. Besides, we've already read this part, right? I'm like positive we've been through this part.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure we have.
So, can you give me a rough explanation of what just happened?
Well, basically, the poem you wrote last night, it mostly appealed to Yuri, so she rather liked it.
Of course. I'm quite the artiste with a pen. So anyway, Gilbert, would you recommend this game to a friend? Would I recommend sitting in a room with a bunch of anime girls while they talk to me about writing? Maybe.
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I love her writing. Truly, truly special.
Well, I must say her poems are quite eloquent. If I was into literature, I rather think she'd be great.
Well, don't underestimate Natsuki. I mean, look at her writing. It's fun, it's quirky. It's totally got the right kind of spirit for a fun time.
Dude, I don't even know. I miss Sayori. She had the nicest things to say. Always positive and full of energy.
Who the hell is Sayori?
Oh dear. Go back and watch episode 3.
Alright.
I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Vegeta.
Oh, me too. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me.
For my mediocre writing skills. Let me finish that up for you. Hold on. Was that song funky just now? That must have just been in my ears, right? Just me. I don't know. Maybe. Even if they're out just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand a chance. So, Monica's doodling on the notebook. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Exchanging their, stories. Yeah, so the gimmick between these two is they're kind of like foils for each other. So, you know, they don't like each other's writing. And this will make itself apparent a few times in the story.
Okay, fine. And what about Monica? What's her role in all this?
Well, from what we can tell so far, yeah, Monica's problematic.
Alright, sounds good to me.
And Vegeta liked my poem too, you know, even told me he was impressed by it.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Vegeta appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Why, I oughta...
Come here, you.
So these two are really fighting, huh? Again. Whoa. Look at them, catfight.
Taking out your own insecurities on the... Oh my god! I'm scared as heck! This is spooky! This is like a YouTube poop! What's a YouTube poop? Oh, Sonic, you would know better than anyone here.
Wow. This is like when the androids were fighting. The song got faster and faster. I'm spooked.
This, for one, is not something I want to get used to. Just click through it! Click through it immediately! Don't wait! It's getting worse! Run away! Oh no! Oh my god, it's happening again!
I'm tired of the spookiness. I don't even like this. Who do I click?
Click on Natsuki this time! It's not working! Oh my god! What the hell are you screaming about, you idiot? Hey, Vegeta! Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her hand.
Yuri?
I didn't mean it.
I believe you.
I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Vegeta, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today.
It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done.
Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today.
It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri.
It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Vegeta. It would just be embarrassing with you listening.
I guess I don't really have a choice, do I?
I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate...
What the hell is with this stupid busted game?
I was in the middle of reading. Why'd you cut me off like that?
I got scared, okay? It was spooky. Very spooky. Look, I'm done. I've had it. I'm walking away from this. I'm no more for me. All right, I'm too old for this. You know, if anyone's too old for anything, it's me here.
Yeah, he's got a point.
Look, I'm leaving. This is over with. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Gilbert out.
You know what? Maybe that's a good stopping point. Let's call it for today, guys. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Works for me.
Me too. Thank you for joining us for another character voice theater here on Doki Doki Literature Club on the Stanpai channel. Once again, your hosts, I'm Vegeta, Prince of All Saiyans.
I'm Joseph Joestar. I'm Gilbert Gottfried, and I'm not coming back.
I'm Komaeda Nagito, Ultimate Lucky Student. And I'm Sonic the Hedgehog, saying thanks for tuning in. It's been a blast.